A brand new year and a fresh start. I know last year we had some bad movies, but I think we learned from those and we're going to be moving on in 2018. It's not like we're going to get another cheap cash in on a video game. Or another bad American remake of a Japanese anime. And at least we're not getting another terrible Transformers movie. Oh god, it's true, isn't it? We're stuck in a freaking time warp, aren't we? It's just the same movies. Again, and again, and again, and again. Oh god, oh god, no! Hey everybody, Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard here. Despite my intro, I am very excited for 2018 and the movies that it will bring. And so these are my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018. Let's just get right into it.
Number 10, Solo.
So personally, I'm not big to see the origins of Han Solo, and I know there's been all sorts of behind-the-scenes kerfuffle where, the directors got fired and things like that. And of course, no matter what happens, everyone's just going to say, this Han Solo isn't Harrison Ford. That's just going to happen. So why is this on my list at all? Well, freaking Star Wars, man! I know Star Wars has some really bad movies in its catalog, and this has the potential to be one of those, but I'm always hopeful for Star Wars, and I'm just, I really think they can do something good with this. So I'm just hopeful, because rebellions are built on hope.
Number 9, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
So I was one of the people that didn't hate Jurassic World. I actually quite enjoyed it. So I'm curious to go back to this universe and see what we got. I liked some of the behind-the-scenes stuff we got where they showed they're using a lot more animatronics and robots and, real things rather than relying so much on CG. So that's a good thing. I love Chris Pratt just prattling about. And I like how this one is supposed to follow the Lost World book a lot more than the Lost World movie did. So I'm very excited to go back to this Jurassic World. Ha ha!
Number 8, Pacific Rim, Uprising.
So of course, if you know anything about me, you should know I love giant freaking robots. And of course, Pacific Rim gives us some giant freaking robots fighting monsters, and it's awesome. I really like the first Pacific Rim. Obviously, I'm a little biased again, but it is really good. So I'm curious where this universe is going to go from here. Of course, Guillermo del Toro isn't directing this time, so we might lose a little bit in the creature design and things like that. But I'm still excited to just see some giant freaking robots. I love the Jaegers, and I love to see the kaiju and things like that. So, yeah, this is going to be some good stuff. I'm very excited to see where they go with this.
Number 7, The Incredibles 2.
So I've been saying for many years, why do we have 3 Cars movies and only 1 Incredibles movie? Especially when Cars is the worst movie that Pixar has freaking made. I hate Cars. It's terrible. So we're finally getting Incredibles 2. I'm very excited for this. And, I've been waiting a long time for it. But why is it so low on my list if I'm so excited for it? Well, let me tell you. I hate kids in movie theaters. They're loud, they're annoying, and they always have to go to the bathroom, and they can never go out quietly. They always make a big deal about going out to the bathroom. And so if you're going to a kid's movie, specifically a cartoon, you really can't complain because that is the audience it's geared for. So I basically have not gone to kids' movies because I'm avoiding that situation. As well as when you look like me and you go to a kids movie by yourself, you have the ability to get a red dot put on your house. But yeah, this one might make me break my rule of going to a kids movie in theaters, and that's why it's a little bit low. I'm excited for the movie, but I'm not excited for the theater experience. But I want to see where this universe goes, what heroes they have. This universe is just so geared towards having sequels. I'm very surprised it took so long to get one, but I really can't wait to see what they got.
Number 6, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
So this will be the final Marvel movie of 2018, and I'm very curious to see how they follow up the bigness of Infinity Wars with Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a very interesting dichotomy to see how this fits into that, and how they transition from Infinity Wars to Ant-Man and the Wasp. But I really liked Ant-Man. I thought it was a cool idea to do a bit of a heist movie rather than your standard superhero thing. Although the first Ant-Man had some, behind-the-scenes kerfuffle as well, where the director quit halfway through, and they brought in a new director to kind of clean it up. So this is the first time that director is getting full reign for the entire movie. So I'm curious where they go with that, and what happens. And it looks pretty good. I can't wait till we get some trailers and see what's happening. Ant-Man and the Wasp should be pretty awesome.
Number 5, New Mutants.
So yeah, I'm not sure if Disney is going to keep around this iteration of X-Men now that they bought out Fox, but we're definitely getting New Mutants. So I'm curious where they're going with this, and I like the idea of doing a comic book horror movie. So jumping outside this normal comic book genre and doing something a little different, and I like to see that. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, the trailer looks like a very generic horror movie, but a very cool comic movie, and I can kind of agree with that. But it's got some the X-Men I really like it's got Wolfsbane, who I really think is awesome, and Magic, things like that. So I'm curious what they're going to do with these mutants and how it ties into the greater universe, and if it ties into the greater universe, what's going on here. I'm just very excited. It's got a lot of questions that I hope get answered.
Number 4, Black Panther.
So this will be the first Marvel movie of the year, and I'm very excited for it. I love what they did with Black Panther and Civil War. It was some really cool stuff, and I'm curious to see what they do with Wakanda. I love the Afrofuturism aesthetic going on, and I love that Michael B. Jordan's a part of this. It's got some really cool stuff. I'm very excited what they do with Black Panther and how this will build up to Infinity War. It's got so much going on. I'm just very, very excited for this. I can't wait to see what they do with it.
Number 3, Deadpool 2.
So this movie wins the award for most cautiously optimistic of the year. I'm very cautiously optimistic about Deadpool 2. I absolutely love the first Deadpool, but the fact that it blew up so much, usually a follow-up to a movie that blows up that much has a hard time getting its footing. As well as the fact that Deadpool in general has very much blown up. I see it everywhere. Everyone's wearing shirts and has stickers, and it's basically the Calvin peeing on things of the 2010s is a Deadpool sticker. So, has Deadpool worn out its welcome? I don't know. I like the trailer we got. Of course, it didn't give us a lot to sink our teeth into what the actual movie's about. But I'm very curious. I hope Ryan Reynolds keeps it going. Of course, again, there was some more behind-the-scenes kerfuffle where the original director quit with saying artistic differences with Ryan Reynolds. So I'm curious what's that all about. But what happens in this movie, I don't know. But I can't wait to see it. I hope we get some more good, awesome Deadpool.
Number 2, Ready Player One.
So surprisingly, I read a book without pictures in it. Shocking, I know, but I actually read Ready Player One and I really enjoyed it. And I think this movie looks very awesome, and I love Steven Spielberg. Of course, we've already had some blowback on this movie that people call it "Remember That?" the movie. Pretty much, where the entire movie is going to be "Remember that? Remember this?" But not to sound like, a pretentious asshole, but if you read the book, you would understand. Because, if you read the book, you kind of understand that this actually fits in this world of, 80s and things like that. I think it really works out, and it could be pretty awesome. I'm very excited to see what happens with this movie and how they bring this book to life. And I'm curious to see if I disappear at my own ass going, the book was better. So we'll see. But I enjoyed the book a lot, and again, it's very rare for a novel that I read to get turned into a movie. So this doesn't get to happen to me much, so I'm very excited to see what happens.
Number 1, Avengers Infinity War.
So a couple of years ago, I put Avengers Age of Ultron at the top of my most anticipated list. And I can't help but do it again, because Avengers is just always such an event. I mean, they claim that this one is the end of an era, the end of 11 years of this Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I really feel like it. Like, this is a culmination of 11 years of movies and TV shows and comics and all that building up to finally having Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet and so much going on. I just can't help but be so excited for this. I can't wait to see how everything interacts, who survives, what's going to happen. I'm freaking blown away. I cannot wait to freaking see Avengers Infinity War. Oh, man. I can't wait. So those are my most anticipated movies of 2018. What can you not wait to see next year? Let me know in the comments below. And hit a thumbs up if you are excited to see any of these movies. Because I need more thumbs up in my life. Come on. But I'm Sexy Matt the Pharaoh Wizard. Until next time, hold on to your hold slots. Okay, maybe they didn't learn from those movies, but at least we're not getting another 50 Shades of... God damn it.